If we're gonna do this video, we gotta do it in style. Well, anywho, you guys, what is happening? It is your homeboy Avatar Richie coming at you from the Rehub here at Richie Rewinds. So before we start off this video, so obviously you know that there's a war going down in Ukraine, and of course Russia is beginning the invasion. But of course our soldiers are getting deployed there right now. So definitely you guys keep your prayers up for them, and make sure you comment on you give your prayers of these you lay your prayers on these soldiers, like have God guide them, you know what I'm saying? Like make sure they win the war, make sure they come home peacefully, you know, all that good stuff that God can do to keep us all protected, you know what I'm saying? Spread that love, spread that faith. So yeah, man. So the reason why I'm actually gonna I'm doing this video on a random Friday, it's because you guys already know why I'm wearing this awesome shirt and vest, because next week is March 4th, and you know what that means, you guys. The mother freaking Batman is coming to theaters March 4th, and I already got my tickets booked for March 3rd at my local IMAX theater in Raleigh. So if you guys are in the Raleigh area, find the best theater near you that gives you the best experience possible to see the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz. See it in IMAX, see it in Dolby, see it in 4DX. I don't care, man. Just watch the Batman film with the best theater experience possible. And of course, like you saw on the thumbnail of this video, we, of course, are actually going to be talking about, of course, the Hype Train Extravaganza. But however, this is going to be a two-part special because the Batman is basically one of the most talked about films of the year. And not only that, it is one of the most hyped up films of the year. And hiding behind the Batman logo on my thumbnail is a random bunch of collectibles that I bought from my local Target, Best Buy, and of course, like the one you're seeing me wear right now is, of course, the tactical vest and my awesome Batman t-shirt. So to kick things off, we, of course, are going to start off with the clothing merchandise that I bought for the Batman. Alright, so first things first, we are going to talk about this awesome vest that I bought from Hot Topic. And as you guys can see in the front, it's not a lot. But of course, you got that awesome looking red bat symbol that's the same one that Pattinson's wearing in the upcoming Batman film. And of course, you at the back, you get this awesome Vengeance logo. And of course, here is our boy here is our boy all ready to duke it out on the scumbag of thugs of Gotham, about to say out loud, I'm Vengeance. And honestly, when you wear this thing, you're basically a different person when you wear this. And of course, if you're going to go see the Batman, you are going to have to see it in style. That is why I would actually recommend that you buy this off of Hot Topic. It is almost like $50, and I promise you guys, it is going to be worth the buy once you go see this movie. And no matter how many times you see it, I would definitely recommend that you wear this vest when you see it night one on either March 3rd, March 4th, or the days before or the days after the Batman releases. Definitely recommend it. Definitely. But of course, if you don't want to overdo it, there is the simple Batman shirt that I bought off of Amazon. And of course, it is your typical promo Batman art design that you see on social media everywhere, like on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Hell, even on the official page of the Batman social media accounts. So here we have our boy Robert Pattinson in full-fledged Bat gear, in that awesome promo art style, and alongside it with his bat logo on top of him. And here, I'm not sure if you guys can see the bottom. Here we go. Yeah, you can definitely see it. It says, "I am the shadows." And if you guys saw one of the TV spots, he definitely says that exact same line, "I am the shadows." I feel like this movie is it's gonna conquer it. I can tell you that right now. And let's just say, in all honesty, this movie might be 10 times, well, not 10 times, because I'm overdoing it. It might as well be slightly better than The Dark Knight, because, I mean, let's face it, the Nolan trilogy, without a doubt, is one of the best by far. And of course, The Dark Knight being one of the greatest Batman movies ever made. And and honestly, Heath Ledger as the Joker, hands down, one of the best things I've seen. And I feel like the Batman might just topple that, because there are so many great visuals, so many great storytelling, and of course, so many great characters that you're going to see in the film. And of course, the dark as heck atmosphere in the Batman. Everything is gothic, everything is dark. It's going to be a dark as heck Batman movie, you guys. Seriously. And of course, one last thing, if you do feel like you want to overdo it when you see the Batman, of course, obviously, you can go in your typical Batman cosplay, or you can go in as Ben Affleck to show some respect to Ben Affleck, who couldn't make his Batman movie possible. But of course, like me, I'm gonna go in my typical tactical vest that I bought from Hot Topic for the Batman, and of course, this shirt that I'm wearing right now. But of course, this is actually the first ever bucket hat that I've ever bought for myself, and I actually bought this off of Hot Topic as well. And this one actually costed me like $20. It wasn't that expensive, in all honesty. It could have if they put something really dope on it. Like for example, this pin. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Like this pin that I bought for $8 at Hot Topic also. And I felt like when I bought this thing, I just had to put it on there, because I feel like with this hat, given the fact that there's a pin and of course the 3 rings on the side, I just felt like it had to fit. It had to fit, you guys. So if you're like me and you want to do something like creative as heck, when you buy something like this, when you want to get the pin from Hot Topic and you want to get this awesome bucket hat that I bought, I think you should definitely do something like this when you see the Batman, you guys. Because like I said, I think it's going to be a gothic movie, and this hat that I bought really fits. And of course, if you get the pin by any chance, the $8 Batman pin, it really fits with a hat like this, in all honesty. And it actually fits with the style that I'm wearing for the Batman, you guys. If you want to go see the Batman, if you want to go all out, like I said, dress up in a Batman cosplay. But if you want to go for something as simple to show your love and support for the film, definitely get this $50 vest from Hot Topic. Get this $20 hat from Hot Topic. Also, get this $8 Batman pin from Hot Topic. And of course, haven't set the price for the shirt yet, get this awesome shirt from Amazon for about like $20. It shouldn't be that expensive, but definitely I will leave them in the description down below. So yeah, definitely save up your money and get on board the hype train. All right. But of course, like myself and other collectors around the world, I love collecting some of the good stuff. And I felt like when the Batman was going to come out, and of course, given the fact that it's PG-13, and of course, there were numerous leaks showing off the Lego products and the Spin Master products, I felt like, Richie, why the heck not? It's the Batman. You love Batman. And of course, you are super hyped for the film. Do yourself a favor. Go get the toys, man. Go get the action figures. Go get the Batmobile. It's going to be worth it. And of course, that is exactly what I did when I bought these two awesome figures for the Batman. So here, of course, we have Selina Kyle on the box label. I'm not sure why it was labeled as Selina Kyle, but of course, I'm going to call her Catwoman because that's what she is. And here we have the Batman himself, played by Robert Pattinson. So about these two figures, they're really incredibly detailed, you guys. Something that I believe like a young kid would definitely enjoy the most out of, just given the fact that there's great detail, and of course the facial detail. My goodness, on Batman and Catwoman, wow. Like I'm not sure why my camera blurs out on them. So here, let me see if I can just. Yeah, I'm not too sure. The brightness is too bright. So, all right, but definitely this is definitely something that a kid would definitely enjoy if he was a Batman fan and if he's super hyped for the film. And these are actually really good $10 figures, you guys. So if you're a collector like myself, and if you have a kid who loves Batman, and if you love Batman, get these. You're gonna love them. And I actually bought them at Target for about like $10 each, and they actually look really, really, really good. So I'm not gonna lie. But if there's one thing that really bugs me about this figure in particular, the Batman figure, it's of course the fact that you got this weird, cruddy, cheap cape that makes it feel like a clothy matte effect. So I don't know, but overall, it actually ain't too bad, you guys. I love how they nailed the bat emblem, the chest armor, the shoulder pads, everything, you guys. It looks really cool, and I really, really love how they nailed Robert Pattinson's facial design on this figure too. And same for Catwoman, you guys. Wow, they nailed the mark. Go Spin Master, right? So, like I said before, if you're a Bat fan, and if you guys are hyped for the movie, if you have a kid who loves Batman and is definitely super hyped for the film, get these two figures, man. They're about $10 each. You can get them at Target, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Amazon, and I am definitely gonna leave them in the description down below, mostly at Target, because that's the exact place where I bought them from. It was affordable, it was good quality. Get them, you guys. They are worth it. And of course, that is not the only Bat figure that I bought, given the fact that I have two figures from the Batman himself, and of course Selina Kyle Catwoman. But of course, I had to go all out based on my love for the Batman film, you guys, and of course my collection entirely for this film only. And of course, we have here Wingsuit Batman. And this figure, wow, my goodness. Of course, you are going to see him glide in this film, glide all over Gotham, like you saw in the trailers. He looked actually really good doing it, you guys. So one thing in particular that I really, really like is that they, compared to the $10 Batman figure and to this $20 figure, they bulked up the chest by a little bit, just so they can make room for the lights and the battery and stuff like that. Oh, and speaking of which, and back here, you can definitely see that that there's like a switch back here, and you can switch it for either 1, 2, or 0. 1 or 2 being like on or try me and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put it on. Oh look, he just spoke. Wow. So that being said, so once you put his arms down, he won't make a sound, but when you expand his wings, you get some pretty good sound effects to this awesome figure. And again, the facial structure to Batman's head, it looks a lot like Robert Pattinson. And of course, you can't tell because of the camera brightness. So I'm not sure if it's a wise idea, but what the heck to turn down the brightness. But definitely, I love how they did this figure, you guys. But one thing that really bugs me about this is that when you unhook the arms from the wings, the arms are loose, you guys. I'm not really big on that, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure that it's meant for the mechanics of the wings to expand. So I'm not gonna argue with that. Spin Master had to make the right choice by making the arms loose so that way the wings can expand. But overall, they nailed the mark with this figure alone. Really nailed it. And of course, even if his wings are down, you can still press on his bat emblem on his chest, and you're gonna get some really good sound effects too. So, for example, yeah. That's basically him flying all over Gotham. So let's hear one more. Let's hear another. Fight sound effects. Okay. Batman flying through Gotham again.
I'm vengeance.
And there it is. I'm vengeance, from the exact same line from the film.
Time to fly.
Not sure if he's going to say that, but sounds pretty dope.
Vengeance.
So yeah, there's a lot of good sound effects coming from this figure. There's a lot more where that came from, but I'm not gonna waste any more time just to press the bat symbol on the chest and demonstrate the other sound effects, because all the sound effects that I just demonstrated, you already heard the past couple of times when I expanded the wings, and of course I pressed the bat emblem on his chest, because we still got more to uncover. So, but like I said, if you're a Bat fan like myself and you want to collect, and of course if your kid is a Bat fan and he wants something to enjoy himself with, definitely get this Batman figure. It is only $20. I promise you it's going to be worth the buy, because if your kid or yourself wants a Batman figure to interact with and of course to collect, this one is gonna do you justice. Like, come on, like, expanding wings, a good facial structure on the figure just like Battinson, and of course the bat emblem in which you press and there's lights and sound effects coming out. Guys, it's worth the buy. I promise you. Definitely get this at Target. It's worth the buy for $20. Guarantee it, and I'll leave that in the description down below. All right, and next up is my personal favorite. This is the one that I've been dying to get for so long now, ever since we saw this one in the trailers. And when they unveiled this, I was in for it. I did not want to go for the $500 one, because the $500 I've already spent on, and that's once is enough, is basically the PS5 that I bought for Christmas with Miles Morales and a bunch of others. So, of course, the one I'm talking about is this Batmobile right here. This thing is, wow, my gosh, you guys. Just by looking at this thing, it's, oh my gosh, I still cannot believe that I actually own this. And the fact that this is $30 at Target, this is way better than spending $500 on the Hot Wheels RC Batmobile based on the exact same film. But don't get me wrong, I love the detail that they put on that Batmobile. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But the fact that it's $500, I'm like, bruh, there has to be something way more affordable, like in that size, but affordable. And thankfully, this existed. Spin Master did a beautiful, fantastic job on making this Batmobile for the film. And honestly, just by looking at this from the top, you can see the awesome details they put on the afterburner, the the cab, the hood, and of course the grill. Everything is impressively detailed. And look, you can even see on the tires, like, here, hold on. Oh, there you go. You can see it on the front. Yes, even better. You can't see me, but still, like, look at how they did the rims. Like that's insane detail that they put on this thing. I'm telling you right now. And of course, the tires itself is actual rubber. Make no mistake, it's awesome. I love it. And of course, you got the back tires right here. Yep, there it is. So the rims, same thing, highly detailed. Love it in love every bit of detail on this thing. Back tires are even thick compared to the front right here. Look at this. These are the front tires. These are the back tires. I could ramble on about this Batmobile all day, you guys. Like, this Batmobile is an absolute realistic monster. Like, I read a small detail in the prequel novel before the Batman that Bruce actually bought this muscle car and he actually upgraded this thing to make it go even faster. That's why you see this afterburner being exposed. Like, oh my gosh. Honestly, if Dominic Toretto from the Fast films existed in this world of Batman, Bruce Wayne would make the team on the Family. Like, no trials, nothing. He would make the team 100%, just like that. I'm gonna guarantee you that right now. But if you guys can tell, so obviously there's a switch also. 0 for off, 1 and 2 for turn on and try me. And the doors are actually interactive too. You can actually open and close just like that. Oh, and I forgot this small detail. So this is separate, but it comes in the package. So here you have, of course, Batman himself in the Batmobile. He fits really good, but if you take him out, so I'm not going to take him out at the moment because he kind of fits. If you take him out of the Batmobile, you can tell how big this Batmobile compared to this 4-inch figure of Robert Pattinson as Batman. But overall, I really, really like how they did the interior. So I'm not sure. Yep, you can see it. You can see it. So I believe in the film that there is not supposed to be a second seat because it looks like he's saving that seat for like all the turbo engines for the afterburner that's right in front of my face right now. And yeah, looks pretty neat, you guys. And of course, before we get to the lights and sound demonstrations, I love how they did the flames of the afterburners because the color of the afterburner flame is blue based on exactly of the film. I'm not sure why they would do it. Like, I don't know if it's necessary or not, but if it was a kid who would have this thing and play around with it all day, I'm pretty sure he could imagine it just for the afterburner flames to go out, especially while this thing is on the move. I think this is definitely good for a young kid who wants to play around with the Batmobile. In all honesty, I think it's really, really great for a kid. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But anywho, you guys, so let's try this out. Lights and sounds. So here it's on the middle. That means it's on 0. I believe if we put it on 2, that means let's try this out. Whoop. So headlights are going up. Here, let me turn. There we go. Yeah. Now. Nice. Oh, the monstrosity coming out of this thing. All right. So let's try it on. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Yeah. Oh, man. I bet a kid would have something tells me that the kid is going to have a blast when he plays with this thing. I'll tell you that right now. So, of course, you get the headlights turning on, even if this thing is in motion or you're pressing this button at the back. And, of course, you're going to see this awesome red light turning on, especially if thing is in motion or you're just turning on the button. But overall, it looks really, really, really great, you guys. Really love this thing. I am super happy that I bought this. Gosh, this thing is so great. I'm not too sure why, but the lights don't appear at the other two flames of the afterburner. They just appear on this one, so here, let me see one more time. Okay, it's not going up. Here, hang on. Wait a minute. That's a red alert. There we go. So yeah, it's just that flame, nothing more, and not those two. But overall, it's really great, you guys. I really love this thing so much. All right, and so so if you want to get this awesome Batmobile, definitely, like I said, go to Target. It's worth the $30 price, especially if you're a collector or if your kid loves Batman. And you might want to keep the kid away from the 4-inch figure, because if you try to put him in, the cape could rip off. I've tried it myself, but trust me, I really have. It looks like it was about to rip off. Yep, that's mainly it. So it is worth the $30 price. I love this thing. I am super happy I bought it. And I was super happy that when I looked for this thing, I thought Target didn't have it, but I am super glad that I got it. This thing right here is the best thing I've bought all day. But as we close out to this, as we're closing out, there's one more thing that I gotta show you guys. Just give me 1 second. And of course, finally, we have not one but two of the best figures on this awesome brand that I've been waiting for the longest time. When I first pre-ordered these, I was waiting so long for them to come out, either on January 15th or sometime in February. But of course, these figures were super highly popular that I had no other choice but to either wait for another long time or that I would have to cancel my pre-order. And luckily, I bought these off of Best Buy. They are worth the $20 price. And honestly, I can say I am super happy I finally got them, you guys. And of course, I am talking about the Mcfarlane figures from Todd McFarlane. Oh my gosh. Right after Fandom, these figures were unveiled. I cannot be any more hyped when I first saw them. And when I pre-ordered them, I could not wait any longer. But unfortunately, these figures were popular. And so I had to cancel them because I was going to wait for another long time. But, oh my gosh, these were delivered to me just today. And my gosh, I really cannot wait to unbox these and really show you guys how great these figures are. So without further ado, let's unbox them. So just give me 1 second. All right, you guys. So batting the cat out of the bag at last. Kind the bag out of the bag. Maybe out of the box to be precise. So I think we should start off with the ladies first. So be a kind gentleman. So here we got the Mcfarlane Catwoman figure from the 2022 Batman film, and I gotta say, you guys, my goodness, wow, honestly, McFarlane Toys really knows how to nail the mark on these figures. especially with the Justice League figures that came out last year. The same exact ones that that are from the Snyder Cut. They nailed the mark on these, and they really nailed the mark on these Batman figures. Based on the new film. And I really gotta say, I love how they nailed the texture on Selena Kyle. Well, Catwoman. They nailed her mask. They nailed her suit. They even got her signature whip. And I really love it, you guys. Wow, it looks amazing. But one thing I really don't get though is why does Catwoman have to have her face nearly covered up when in the trailers she had her eyes exposed and she had her mouth exposed. Um, I mean, honestly, I can't really tell, but only time will tell, I guess, once we see the film. But overall, it's a really great figure. Really like it. All right, and last but not least, Batman himself, the Batman. And I really got to say, you guys, when I say Mcfarlane knows how to nail the mark on the details, they really know how to nail them. And my goodness, did they nail the mark on Batman? They nailed the gauntlets with the needles and the not sure what you call these things, but I don't know why these things are fragile. So I think we better be careful with those. So, ugh. And I love the bat emblem on his chest. I love all the armor. I love the details of the utility belt, and I love everything about this thing. It even has some good articulation too. So I'm not gonna waste my time with that. But you guys are gonna see in other videos in time that they nailed the mark with these articulations. But one thing that really catches my attention though is the cowl. Like, look at the details on the cowl, you guys. Like, you can see all the needlework that was done on the cowl, like just like in the film. Like, sweet, but Jesus, man, wow! I love how they nailed this thing. But there's actually two things that bug me. So, well, but first, I'm gonna talk about the cape real quick. So I really love how they did the cape on Battinson. Like, take a look. Like, it's all slanted. Like that's actually pretty awesome. Like, that's a really good take on it. And so now to the pet peeve of this figure. One thing there's two things that I'm not a fan of. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you guys saw the pics, like, let me see if I can hang on a sec, guys. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it blurred again. So let me see gosh, this is my camera, bruv, for real. I don't even know why it doesn't have a zoom feature. But so I'll just describe it anyway. So according to this figure, when you see Batman's eyes on this thing, it's actually he's looking at the other direction. So it's gonna be a real bug for collectors to take pics of it. And of course, what is that supposed to be? I don't think the Batman figure is supposed to have that. I think it's got something to do with the second wave, since all the figures were sold out the first time, and so when it comes, I think this is actually meant for the unmasked figure of Batman. Like, if it's supposed to be like Batman in his full cowl form, especially with the mask on, why does he have this? Like, here, take a look. So here it is. That looks like it's actually the cowl itself, you guys. Like, they're treating it like a hood. So I don't know why this one has it when the whole time he has the cowl on him. It should have been just the full-fledged cape collar. But overall, I don't care. It's a really great figure, you guys. And this thing actually ain't bad. So, oh, and one last thing. Here's Batman with his signature grapnel gun. So, I think if I'm saying this correctly, like if you guys saw the trailers and the clips, you can actually I think it looks like the grapnel gun is hidden inside the gauntlet of Batman's batsuit, and it looks like it slides up to his wrist, so that way it can be like an easy attempt for him to escape. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's no holster for Batman's grapnel gun on here, so it looks like it's gonna have to be on his hand this whole time. So I guess I don't know. But overall, these two figures right here definitely worth the $20 price, and of course they also come with 2 extra stuff. So 1 second. So of course, when it comes to McFarlane DC figures, of course it is not DC McFarlane figures without its signature DC McFarlane stance. So they come with the figure, they stand perfectly, and yep, they work pretty well. And another thing too, they also come with awesome good collectible trading cards based on the exact film. Here is Catwoman with her rolled up whip climbing down a Gotham building, and of course here's Batman, just like in the trailers, escaping from the GCPD's grasp. And that's pretty much almost everything, you guys. I can't believe I actually got them. The McFarlane figures, man. Wow. Such a great time to be a Bat fan, I guess, after all. Oh man. Sweet bejesus. Well, anywho, you guys, that is gonna be it for this video for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. All the collectibles, the merchandise that you've seen based on this upcoming film. And what are your thoughts, man? Let me know in the comments down below. And like I said, I will leave a description. I will leave links down below for you guys to buy in the description. So pay close attention to that, you guys. And that is going to do it. And stay tuned for part 2, where I will be reacting to all the Batman music. And of course, I am getting 2 more McFarlane figures for this awesome collection based on the 2022 film. And you are going to see just next week. And I'm pretty sure that I think on a Wednesday will be a good time to record it, to do the video. But you guys will see 2 more McFarlane figures just for you guys to witness, all right? And don't forget, March 4th, 2022, the Batman. Book your tickets right now. I promise you, it's going to be worth it. Either if it's IMAX or 4DX, I don't care. Go see the Batman. March 4th, 2022. And that is going to do it, you guys. Hope you guys like what you see here. If you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Really helps out the channel a lot. And leave your thoughts in the comments. And that's going to do it, you guys. Take care. And I'll see you on the next video. And I will see you guys, if you guys are in the Raleigh area, I will see you guys on March 4th, you guys. Well, March 3rd, because that's when I'm seeing the Batman. Well, that's going to do it, you guys. So, take care.